Good afternoon, CLP. It is the week of April 6th, 2020, and this is Mr. K's E-Room. So I'm going to go over quite a bit today, but the workload hasn't really changed too much. I'm working on a ton of different things right now, and we'll slowly kind of add a few things here and there. So just be patient, and hopefully you guys have plenty to do inside and outside of the class. Today is my mom's birthday, and she is definitely missed. It's her first birthday, of course, since she passed away this semester. And man, with everything going on, I haven't really had too much time to grieve or deal with it. So I'm going to take some time today to remember her and think about the good times. So happy birthday, Mom. All right, riddle me this. Next time you're on a Microsoft Teams call, give me the answer. What disappears the moment you say its name? What disappears the moment you say its name? Got a Calvin and Hobbes today. This is a pretty good one. Do you believe in fate? Calvin says. You mean that our lives are predestined? Yeah, that the things we do are inevitable? What a scary thought. Little funny wash your hands video. Are you ready? You gonna learn to wash your hands from a chameleon? It's pretty funny. So I found this cool thing that says, who do I want to be during the COVID-19? And it has the fear zone, the learning zone, and the growth zone. So pause the video if you can and take a peek at it and see where you are. Fear zone, learning zone, growth zone. And there's some prompts out here that you may identify with. So take a look at those and see what you think. I think it's a wonderful perspective. So in the coronavirus news, this is for April 5th, 2020, in Japan, an influenza antiviral drug enters mass production in phase 3 clinical trial to test its efficacy against COVID-19. Artificial intelligence is being used to screen 15,000 existing drugs in search for COVID-19 treatment. And then Iceland, almost 1/3 of infected cases have recovered. And then we have a tiger tested positive for COVID-19 after coming into contact with an asymptomatic caretaker. Interesting. I wonder if I think I heard the tiger had like a dry cough or something like that, but maybe it was the caretaker. I don't know. Then we have daily COVID-19 deaths in Spain, France, and Italy continue to fall while the US skyrockets. Coronavirus can survive in the outer layer of a surgical mask for up to 7 days. That's scary. Researchers to begin testing an experimental drug called AP101, which blocks the early stages of the COVID-19, which is a SARS-CoV-2 infection. Anyway, that's pretty good. I think that they're trying to interfere with the receptors, which allows it to reproduce. Might be RNA, but anyway, it's a very cool design idea. So worldwide, we have 1.2 million. I think it's 1.3 million today. Total cases 1.3 million, I think. So anyway, a lot of good things going on and a lot of things we need to work on. Sounds like my life all the time. So anyway, onward. Remember that John Hopkins website that shows the map and what's going on in all the countries, and it also shows graphs and stuff like that, so you can get an idea of those countries that are stabilized, those countries that are in exponential growth, and those countries that may be going down a little bit. So it's kind of nice to see it in a representation like that. Anyway, there's the link for you. I think through the video, you'll just have to type in John Hopkins coronavirus map. Oh, I have a little story for you. This is the journey is the destination. So you're walking down the beach and you find a bottle with a cork. You open it and a genie appears. The genie immediately says, "Listen close. I will only say this once." You are shocked, but listen intently. The genie continues, "Pick up as much sand as you can and put it in your pocket. Tomorrow, when you wake, you will be both happy and sad." Poof, the genie disappears. You don't know what to do. You are feeling a little uneasy. You decide to grab a handful of sand and put it in your pocket. You look around to see if anyone is watching, then continue on your path. When you wake in the morning, you are unusually refreshed. You stretch and then remember the genie. You are still not sure if it was real or not, and remember putting sand in your pocket. You quickly get up and check your pocket. There is no longer sand in your pocket. The sand has turned into diamonds. You realize the genie was right, for you are both happy and sad. You are happy that you put some sand in your pocket, but you are also sad because you didn't pick up more. The story of the genie and the sand is an analogy for education. The genie represents your teachers. The sand is knowledge. Your teachers are asking you to grab as much knowledge as you can. This knowledge will someday turn into diamonds. I love that story. I try and tell it to my kids every year, but I don't think I got a chance to tell you guys this year. So I wanted to share that with you. So pick up as much sand as you can along the way. And I know in these times right now with e-learning, it may be kind of difficult, especially not being face to face, but just because it may be more challenging at times, maybe that sand is even more valuable when you're able to gain that knowledge. So fill your pockets full of sand, CLP Pirates. I did post an 8-week plan. I thought this was kind of a fun way to get through the last 8 weeks of online learning. I was kind of in development of doing this for a little while, and I started thinking about that I was being pretty lazy and out of shape. And so I started a workout program this weekend, and I really, really felt better for it. I think I started on Friday, but I've posted mine on my calendar, and my plans are just to work out 30 minutes a day. And that can include weights, that can include aerobic activity, definitely at least one session of aerobic activity every week. I'm doing plyometrics right now, which is really hard. Also probably implement an HIIT program, a HIIT program. Those are pretty tough. But anyway, get my heart up and get sweating a little bit and get in better shape. So that's one thing I was going to do. I'm also working on getting better at my disc golf game. And so one challenge I saw was making 25 putts in a row from 25 feet. But I think what I'm going to do is putt 100 times a day to practice at least. And then my goal by the 8th week is to make 50 putts in a row from 25 feet. And I would post that video of my accomplishment for you guys to see. And then I'm also learning a little bit of conversational French. I don't know how deep I'll get into it, but my daughter will be the judge of how successful I am at that. But right now I've looked at Duolingo and some online programs. And I know there's some on YouTube. So I'm just trying to find a program to slowly walk me through learning a little bit more French than I already know. Anyway, those are a couple things. I've got some other things in the works too that I want to get a little bit better at. Obviously, lesson planning for you guys has been a serious challenge, and so inevitably I'm going to have to get better at that. So anyway, that 8-week plan is under e-learning. I think it might be under educational distractions, one of the two, but fill out that plan, get something together that you want to get better at. If I was playing soccer and I didn't have a season right now, maybe I would say that I'm going to juggle 100 times in that 8-week period, and my goal would be that I would exceed that. So maybe you're going to juggle a soccer ball 100 times. So that would be something kind of cool to do. But anyway, figure out what you're going to do. Set a goal, commit to it, put it on your calendar, and start doing it. 15 minutes a day could change the world, right? So do something. You could just do one single thing that you're going to do as part of your routine every single day. See if you can do it. All right. That's my challenge to you. So let's do this thing. Design cycle. So this is the design cycle that's going to be posted on Classroom. I don't think it is yet. In the center is our 4 criteria, and then right around that is our 16 criteria, and then around that are writing prompts. They're basically prompts that kind of give you guidance on what it all means. And so this is what we're going to learn, and we're going to learn a lot more of and dive deeper into. The first lesson was that Newsy-LA biomimicry, and then I have been working all day, all weekend on a newer lesson plan. I've had to do some video editing to start it, but it looks like it's almost ready to go. So you guys should see that probably tomorrow. But anyway, that's coming, and hopefully you like it. I put a lot of work into it. So for all my classes right now, there's a DIY project. You guys can do more than one. That does require you guys to post a Flipgrid, but a lot of you guys are forgetting the Google Doc with the plan, and the Google Doc is a really simplified plan for it. I just wanted you guys to think a little bit about your plan, and then do your creation, and then post your Flipgrid with an evaluation. So go back there and make sure you do that Google Doc if you can. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Do the Newsy-LA biomimicry. And then I'm going to be posting the Design Team Challenge bullet train, and that's in the works. I've never taught this exactly the way I'm trying to do it now, and so it's taken me a little bit longer because I'm trying to account for the online learning and not being able to talk to you about this in person. And so I'm working to do a better job of presenting you with a project that you guys can handle without me being right there to talk you through it. So anyway, that's almost in the works. And then this design cycle project is going to take us all the way to the end. So we're going to continue to work on this with little mini projects like this. But we're just going to keep going on it. So Woodcrafts, I have put together the personal project plan, the first assignment. That is pretty much ready to go. I just haven't decided whether I'm going to combine the first, second, and part of the third phase of the design cycle into one, or to post them separately. Probably just mini assignments, post them separately. And I realize that it doesn't look like we're going to be back in the shop to do that. But I would say that if you plan it and get it going, then maybe there is at some point in time where you can get in my shop, or maybe get in a shop in high school and do that project. So anyway, that is something to work on as soon as I get that going, but I think it's pretty much ready to go. For my architecture classes, we had that Bridges assignment, the inquiry and analyzing, and then the Bridge Designer, the Bridge Design Journal. Just remember that we're working through downloading that Bridge Designer, and we don't have it all solved yet. So IT for the district thinks that it is solved, thinks Software Center is ready to go and solved. For some reason, a lot of you guys are still having a problem downloading this Bridge Designer, and so I'm still working with IT on that. But don't get stressed out about it. Just try it once in a while and let me know. I know Mitchell's been updating me on how he's doing, and Anna Weber, and it's been good to hear from you guys. But please let me know if there's any more issues as we get through this, and we'll get there. Don't worry about it. We'll figure something out for you guys. And you can also design your bridge. You can draft it at home, which I've seen some great drafts already, but you can also go onto a Google Doc and insert a drawing and then click new, and you can actually draw your bridge out pretty nice and neat as well. So anyway, those are some pretty good options for you guys. So you guys have stuff going on. I know architecture also has a floor plan going right now, and I've seen a totally awesome floor plan by Avery, and it was really, really good. So I'm psyched that you guys are taking pride in your work and doing some great things out there. So keep up the good work. I really appreciate it a lot. It means that you're picking up a handful of sand every time. So keep up the good work. I've had questions about Microsoft Teams on Monday. The Microsoft Teams are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with our green and white teams. This week we don't have class on Friday, and so we did not change the schedule. So Monday stayed the same, and then Tuesday, Thursday will be your first, second period classes, and then Wednesday will be your 8, 9, 10, and so on period classes. So anyway, that's what's going on there. And then follow your routine, take care of that mind, body, and soul. And I will talk to you tomorrow morning or on Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I miss you guys a lot. See ya.